All right. Hey, Facebook. I hope everyone's doing well today. Meteorologist Andrew Wilson and meteorologist Meagan Massey here.
Yeah, hey Facebook fam. We hope you're off to a great start this Monday. I know it's a little gloomy out there. I've been a little tired myself just because of that cloud cover.
Yeah, it's just real gloomy and a little bit of rain here and there. We even saw a little bit more rain yesterday. I had actually taken rain chances out for yesterday morning, because so many of the models were showing that there weren't going to be rain chances. And then the rain chances, sure enough, still ended up showing up there. The weather models have not been doing well. We're going to show you that later on here, why we're expecting more rain later this week because of one model that has been doing better than the rest of them. So
Yeah, it kind of has been a little tricky as far as the forecast goes. I would say not only yesterday and today, but really the last 7 days, it's been kind of a tricky forecast. So,
yeah, maybe the
Yeah.
weather models are trying to work from home like us and they're having technical difficulties. So let's go ahead and jump into the forecast, what we're expecting for today and over these next few days. Today, oak is coming in very heavy. So if you're sneezing, we are going to be dealing with this again. If you've been sneezing, rather, we're going to be dealing with it again today because oak is very heavy. Mold is light, pecan is light, and mulberry is light as well. As far as the sky conditions are concerned, it's pretty much cloud cover everywhere across South Texas. We're all dealing with a good amount of cloud cover across the area. We're having a little bit of technical difficulties here. Give us 1 second. There we go. There you see the cloud cover. Really in northwest San Antonio, 61 degrees at 65 at the San Antonio airport, and then 66 at Calaveras Lake. And guys, we're having some technical difficulties here, so stick with us.
So I've got the graphics, while we're trying to get the graphics, trying to get them figured out here. Main thing is really just that cloud cover in place and tempered in the 60s. So that's kind of what we're looking at right now. So we've seen some light shower activity even in Baird County, but it looks like most of the rain over eastern counties, which I've kind of talked about that on the newscast last night too, about how most of that rain coverage will just hug our central and our eastern counties today. I know we've said, so is it going to rain in Seguin? That's one of the comments. We could definitely get some light drizzle and some on and off rain in Seguin today.
Yeah, and we had some rumbles of thunder down towards Cotulla and Tilden earlier on too. You see that as the radar loops through. Notice most of the rain east of San Antonio, just like what you were saying a second ago. And that's how it's going to be much of today. But remember, shower activity is still going to be possible for west of San Antonio as well. So let's see some of these questions coming in. I don't like Mondays, have to work tonight, work at Walmart overnight stocking. Ray, thank you for what you're doing. We very much appreciate it. Rose says, hello, everyone. Hope you all have a wonderful and blessed day. You too, Rose. I hope you have a wonderful one. I see, because it's on and off in Seguin. That's how it's going to be all day, by the way. We are not talking about constant heavy rainfall. It is going to be spotty to scattered. So off and on rain. Some of us may even make it through today without even seeing a drop of rain. So keep that in mind too. I see, no wonder I'm sneezing a lot. Oak is nuts. Yeah, oak has been just crazy recently, really spiking, but hopefully some of this rain we're expecting today and it's parts of tonight will help to knock out some of that oak out of the air.
And by the way, we're not looking at a severe weather threat today. I know that the SPC has put kind of this marginal risk, which is a level 1 on a 1 to 5 scale, meaning isolated severe storms are possible north of us into the Austin area. And so we're not looking at any severe weather for us here at home. Definitely the heaviest rain across the Lone Star State over parts of the Red River right now. That's North Texas, so that's where they're looking at that thunderstorm activity. In fact, parts of Dallas-Fort Worth under that level 1 marginal risk. But a lot of us will be staying at home, so we really don't have to worry about that travel forecast. We're really just looking at that severe weather threat to the north of us today.
Yeah, and it just spotty showers for us again. Nothing really severe for us, but that's severe. If you know anybody up in Dallas, you may want to let them know, hey, make sure you keep an eye out for storms today. Now, we do have a pretty good temperature spread across our region. Check it out, 61 in Rock Springs compared to 70s and even 81 in Victoria. Let me bounce this off the screen. I'm over here trying to keep my dog quiet. He's just below me, and
He
I don't
likes
know
to
if you-
chase reflections for some weird reason, and so I think it's his breed. But so behind us, he's kind of chasing some of our phone reflections
Yeah.
on the wall.
So
Random.
yeah, so right now 81 in Victoria, we've got 67 in Hondo, we have 65 in San Antonio, 69 in Pleasanton, and 61 in Rock Springs. So a pretty good temperature spread right now across South Texas.
Man, 80s in George West and Beeville. So dew points, this is something we should talk about. Yesterday, it was so comfortable. We had low humidity, but a difference today, especially over southern counties, that's because we have a warm front lifting through the area. So what this warm front is going to do is help warm us up today, and also it's going to make it feel a little more outside. Hence the cloud cover, hence our rain chances. So once this warm front lifts through this morning and into early afternoon, eventually we'll have a cold front move through early evening. So kind of all over the place with dew points. It is going to feel humid today, but then a cold front's going to move through tonight, and that's going to drop humidity again on Tuesday. So it should feel less humid, so low humidity on Tuesday, but pretty muggy out there, especially over places closer to the Gulf Coast. Beeville, George West, Victoria, Port Lavaca, Gonzales, you're pretty humid right now. We're not too bad in San Antonio, but we do expect our dew points to rise into the upper 60s later today.
Yeah, and another reason why the dew points are so high too, Megan talked about that warm front. Well, behind that warm front, winds are more out of the south, bringing in more moisture out of the Gulf of Mexico, which is making it feel so much more humid outside.
So that south wind is kind of helping the humidity, bringing that humidity in. And there's that south wind right now.
South to southeast.
Yeah, it's also a little breezy out there. So this is wind speed, so sustained wind at 12 miles an hour, so a little on the breezy side over Live Oak County into B County. Not as breezy here in San Antonio, though.
Yeah, but check out Victoria, 26 mile per hour winds.
Yeah. I feel like that's a go figure for them, since they are so close to the Gulf of Mexico, probably pretty breezy there in general. Here's kind of a timeline of our rain chances. So we have kept it at a 50% today. That's because we have two frontal boundaries moving through a warm front and then a cold front later today. So that's why we keep the rain chances in the forecast. High of 78 though, not too bad. So staying unseasonably warm, we should be right around 76, 77 degrees for this time of year. So right where we should be.
Yeah. Things pretty normal. Nothing too out of the normal with this forecast. Rain chances, temperatures in the mid to upper 70s. That's right where we should be for this time of year.
Yeah, so let's look at some of the comments here. Rose Thomas says, drizzling here in Center Point, Texas, I bet. Brenda, yes, it's still raining here at Camp Wood. Marcus, I have to pour concrete.
If you want to pour concrete, it would be better for Tuesday and Wednesday. That's going to be our drier days.
Dale Bowers, is it going to rain on the northeast side? Yeah, we're definitely looking at rain for the northeast side of San Antonio today. Kat, have a good day. You too. Watching live from work as I'm a central employee. Thank you for what you do. Hubby's a truck driver. Thanks for keeping us updated. You're welcome. Erica, it doesn't look like the medical center will get any. We've seen some on and off drizzle near the medical center. Not heavy rainfall, but some on and off like
All right, guys, we're back. We are back. Sorry for the drop in audio there. Unfortunately, we're going to have some technical difficulties.
All right, guys, we're back.
It's really just the internet, honestly.
Yeah. We're, again, just like much of y'all, we are working from home. And if we have a drop in internet, we lose our connection to the computers back at the station. So thank you for sticking around with us. If you stayed with us on this, now we're going to go ahead and continue our way through the timeline here. Let's bump it back and restart on this graphic.
Yeah, so where we left off is, rain chances are going to stick around today. I'm going to show the timeline again. So I know a lot of people are hopping on and off this Facebook Live. We've been talking about two frontal boundaries, the first one being a warm front currently moving through, the second one being a cold front that'll move in this evening. So that's why we've kept rain chances across the timeline today. Still unseasonably warm, well above normal, a high of 78 degrees, but we're going to look at the timeline. The bulk of this rain coverage will really hug the central and eastern counties today. We have had some folks ask about Seguin, the northeast side of Bexar County and northeast of San Antonio. That's kind of where we're looking at the bulk of the rain. So we're not done with rain chances just yet. This is 2 p.m. this afternoon, so after lunchtime. And then about 5 p.m. today, we keep the cloud cover in place. Pretty warm at this point and a little on the humid side. We were just talking about that warm front lifting through, and that's going to help increase our humidity. Kind of a bad hair day, if you ask me. But we're staying at home, so staying inside today, so that's not bad. Rain chances should really diminish once we get into sunset and the evening after midnight. Clouds should, for the most part, taper off. The cold front will be moving through at this point, and we'll see lots of sunshine on Tuesday, staying warm with highs in the 80s for some of us.
Yeah, so it should be pretty nice.
Yeah, so lots of sunshine tomorrow.
And with drier air, we had someone mention they had to pour concrete. With drier air in place on Tuesday would be a great day to pour concrete.
Yeah, Wednesday, that's when clouds are going to build back in again. So we're looking at a partly cloudy sky Wednesday during the day. And, pretty dry on Wednesday. We do have a 10% chance of rain, but a lot of us dry. We're talking about the model rainfall forecast, kind of the discrepancies here within weather models.
Yeah,
too.
so on Thursday, our rain chances return. They're not very high, just lower rain chances. And then the rain chances pick up for Friday and Saturday. Now, we mentioned earlier in the Facebook Live that the weather models have not been doing well recently. They have not been in agreement. But one weather model called for rain yesterday, and we got it, and that was the European. And notice how the Euro is calling for 2.46 inches over the next 5 days. Now, we're expecting more rain past Saturday even into Sunday.
Yeah, and I will admit that the RPM did a great job of pinpointing our rain chances for today. We had a few RPM weather model updates released last night, and during the evening newscast, I was talking about, our rain chance, and I do think the RPM did a great job. Here's the QPF, so this is kind of what we're looking at as far as the total rainfall over the next 7 days. So this is through April 6th, so today through next Monday.
Yeah, so our friends in New Braunfels stretching up towards Austin, you could see closer on towards 2 inches, maybe a little bit more than that. The San Antonio area, we could be talking about maybe up to 1.5 inches of rainfall. But there's something important that I want you to know on this. Remember how we talked about the weather models were not in good agreement. Mm-hmm. This rain could very easily, the heavier rain, could be just to our east. So take this as kind of more of a guideline. We could see about 0.5 inch to 1.5 inches of rainfall across much of the viewing area over the next 7 days. But know that the heavier rain could be further on off to the east. So I would say it's a pretty good bet that most of the region will see about 0.5 inch at least of rainfall over the next 7 days, and 1.5 inches at most, maybe even up to 2 inches in very isolated spots.
And take into account that I think the heaviest rain as far as that 7-day forecast and over the next 7 days will be Thursday, Friday, into Saturday.
Yeah, especially Friday and Saturday, I would say. So you'll see that in the 7-day forecast here coming up. Notice that we still need the rainfall. The extreme drought has been trimmed back from much of the region, but still a severe drought for areas. So we still could use the rainfall, so it's nice to see that. As far as the rainfall totals for this month, compared to the normal, it does look like we will finish up the month of March behind average. We could use some more rainfall. It's just not going to happen until the beginning of April.
You know, it's March 30th, and I feel like March itself has been like the longest year ever.
Yeah.
Because March, I feel like, has really been slow.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, your March average, not too bad. Things are still pretty green out there. It's definitely spring. We're seeing a lot of flowers bloom, especially along the river walk. I know before we had that stay home order in place that when we walked along the river walk, we would see all the hibiscus flowers, which were absolutely gorgeous. And just the flowers blooming along the river walk, which I personally miss that. But things are still pretty green. I like the fact that Bexar County's, you know, getting out of the extreme and the severe drought. They're now just looking at abnormally dry drought up to moderate drought. So
Yeah.
we've seen worse.
Oh,
We've
yeah.
definitely seen worse.
And now the 7-day forecast, what a lot of people have been waiting on here.
Mm-hmm.
Here's what we have in place. Notice we are drier for Tuesday and Wednesday. That's what I said to our buddy earlier about pouring concrete. That would be your better days. 50% chance for showers and storms for today. Mainly just showers. Maybe a rumble of thunder or two, but that's about it. And then as we head into Thursday, Friday, Saturday, Sunday, higher chances for rain all throughout there.
We need the rain.
Yeah.
You just saw the drought monitor. We need the rain. This is going to help things kind of bloom a little bit. So,
yeah.
You know, our yards and our backyards, this is just really going to help us out. So it's really just going to stay warm over the next 7 to 10 days. You know, not looking at any big cold fronts. I'm excited about Tuesday, though. Tuesday looks ideal.
It does.
Yeah.
It does. Now, since we're trying to practice social distancing and staying indoors, it does look like this weekend will be a weekend where you may want to try to plan some indoor activities with your family.
Puzzles, you know, movies. We have our weather classroom talks at 1 p.m., so don't miss that. Bill Taylor and I will be taking the reins today on high and low pressures today, so we'll be talking about the differences. Our weather classroom talks will be at 1 p.m. each day, both on Facebook and YouTube. Are we live on the app too?
We are.
Okay, so we'll be live on the app. So that's today at 1 p.m. So make sure to gather the kiddos around. We'll be talking about high pressure versus low pressure, which one is the stormy weather system and which one is our fair weather friend. So those are two differences that we'll be talking about today. So very excited. You know, we have these rain chances. It's just going to be a great opportunity to really tune into our KINS 5 YouTube and our Facebook page or the app and watch those weather classrooms. And also share your stories. If you're taking notes, your kids are taking notes, we'd love to see your pictures. You could just post them to social media, your drawings, and use the hashtag KINS5Eyewitness. I'm personally excited to see those because I remember back in the day, we'd always have, you know, meteorologists come to speak at our classrooms. And I just love that. So that's kind of what pushed me in that direction. To pursue meteorology.
And here's an updated look at the schedule, by the way. I'm pulling it up on our computer here on the other side. You'll see that we're doing the highs versus the lows, just like what meteorologist Meagan Massey mentioned a second ago.
Yeah, and then we'll be talking about the 4 seasons, how they happen and why. Tuesday, that'll be Tuesday's talk. Remember, these are all at 1 p.m. Wednesday, we'll be talking about solar energy. How does it work? We'll give you the solar 101 on that. Then the upper level cap. This one's going to be very interesting. You know, spring is here, aka severe weather season is here. So we'll be talking about the cap. What is it? How it stops severe weather from happening, or if this cap erodes. Does severe weather happen anyway? So we'll be talking about the upper level cap there. And Friday, this is the fun time Friday. We share your stories, your pictures, pictures of your notes, pictures of you and your family watching our classroom talks. We would just love to see that. So just make sure to post your pictures online and use the hashtag KINS5Eyewitness.
Yep. And guys, remember, we're going to be doing these Facebook Lives every day.
Yes.
And on YouTube and on the app and on the website, giving everyone an update on what the weather's like outside and what we can expect for the week ahead. I know a lot of people are relying on the forecast now for their workouts to be able to get out and work out each day. Today, not the best day. Thankfully, there's not a lot of lightning, so a little bit of shower activity. As long as there's no thunder. Remember, when thunder roars, stay indoors. But if it's just raining, we're not expecting it to be too bad. It will be spotty. It won't be widespread long-term rainfall. I'm talking about just spotty showers. So if you need to get your workout in, remember you can download the KENS 5 app, and it gives you a live look at the radar wherever you are, whenever you're on the go. So
I'm going to pull up the 7-day forecast because if you are going to run outside or, do any sort of workouts outside, I would say the best day is going to be Tuesday. Man, these graphics are just taking their sweet time here.
Okay, let me try.
Okay. There we go. Okay. 7-day forecast time. So Tuesday, sunscreen. When I've been running all last week, I've been applying sunscreen even on mostly cloudy days, just because the UV rays, they're still going to get you on cloudy days. But Tuesday, make sure to wear sunscreen. I personally don't like humidity when I run. So if you want low humidity, Tuesday is going to be your best day. Wednesday, still not too bad. Still have that sunscreen. And then Thursday and Friday. I would say the biggest takeaway for Thursday, Friday, Saturday, into Sunday, just watch for cloud to ground lightning, you guys. Download the radar that we have on our KENS 5 app. You'll have that for free. So download the KENS 5 app. Just search that in your app store on your smartphones. And then, just keep track of lightning and storms. And then, if the storm is very far from you, you should be good to go for a run.
Yeah. And classroom, that's going to be at 1 p.m. today. Meteorologist Meagan Massey and meteorologist Bill Taylor will be live teaching everyone about the highs and the lows. So we're going to keep the learning going. Even though the kids are home from school, we'll keep the learning going. It's going to be a lot of fun. Hope y'all can join us. Again, that's at 1 p.m. Facebook, YouTube, the app. We're going to be on the website as well. And then we'll, of course, have an update on the forecast with Stacia Wilson at noon today. The latest on news. There's a lot of news out there right now. Be sure to tune in to KENS 5. That's the CBS station, of course, right here in San Antonio. Tune in for the latest updates, the latest on weather. And then again, we'll be live at 4, 5, 6, and 10 with all the latest on weather and news. I'm going to be on for the 4 o'clock today, and Weather Chief Bill Taylor will be on for 5, 6, and 10. Guys, we hope you have a wonderful day.
Oh, and lastly, don't forget to follow us on social media. Andrew and I also have different pages. So follow Meteorologist Meagan Massey, Meteorologist Andrew Wilson. I have a Twitter, a Facebook, and Instagram. Give those a follow. I post cute pictures of my dog. So if you need happy news on your timeline, I got you. I just posted one today on Facebook, so I think you'll like it.
Oh, yeah. Always cute. Ollie is the cutest.
He is.
So y'all have a wonderful day, and we'll, of course, continue to keep you updated right here on KENS 5.
See you.